was going to ask you a couple of questions and hopefully glean a little bit of wisdom from his responses. So, Hakeem, you made it. Greatest point, greatest catch in Super Bowl history. You've been an awesome player for the Giants and the Colts. What are some of the lessons you learned? What are secrets to your success?
Really hard work, preparation. Just believe. I think it all started around the age I was young playing football. I always believed. I always had a goal in mind. I always wanted to achieve. Whatever I wanted to do, I worked extra hard.
Awesome. Everybody say hard work.
Hard work.
Everybody say hard work.
Hard work.
Now, I want you to think about a time in your life where you learned a lesson through football, through life, that you brought into right here, right now, that defines you or helps you, not just on the field, but off the field. Something maybe about being a man or just even about being a better player. Beyond just hard work, there was a time in your life that there was a challenge you had to overcome and you learned something from it.
I would just say life in general. Everyday life in general. Being able to take that into consideration to everything that's going around and not change, still being who you are. Being able to look people in the eyes, and know that you are who you are. It's always believing in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody believe you got to start with you.
Awesome. Awesome. So, what's one of your favorite football memories? Can we ask him that? And then as we're doing this, I want you to think about a question you may have for Keith. We'll take a couple from you guys. What are one of your favorite football memories? It could be from fourth grade, it could be in the Super Bowl. But what are one of your favorite memories?
Super Bowl game. Think about my college game, my last college game. I have a little bit playing against West Virginia. That's just playing in my hometown, Charlotte. So that was my last college game. Putting the ball on the bat, trying to put it in the bat.
That's awesome.
Probably that, and then that American against Green Bay.
Yeah. That's awesome. Even when he said, like, how awesome is football? You don't have to play in the NFL to have a moment or a memory that you take with you forever. That happened for him in college. So is there anybody out there that has a question for Hakeem, myself, for Charles, for any of us while we're here? Yes, ma'am. Okay, great. Your question we didn't hear was that for Hakeem, in the NFL, hard work is the key to success. But what does an average day look like of hard work for a guy in the NFL?
Get up like 6 in the morning, get to work early, get a nice workout in, study, watch film, learn my home, hit the practice field, make sure I'm full speed the whole time I'm on the field, get back off the field, eat some lunch. I eat breakfast too, start the day after breakfast. Eat lunch, after practice, get back in the film room, watch my opponent again, study the game plan, and take care of my body afterwards. Probably walk out and sit around 5 p.m. Then get home, chill with the family, and watch more film like 9, 5, 10 o'clock.
Awesome. Awesome. Any other questions? One more question, and we'll hand it over to Charles Wade for a second. Yeah.
What other talents do you have outside of playing football?
What are the talents you have outside of playing football? That's a great question. It goes to us. What do you think about doing in the future?
Can I answer that?
Charles can answer.
So I'm going to answer it for Hakeem, and I'm sorry for taking over, but this is near and dear to my heart, and this is what I have a passion for. Because it's more than just about football. It's about academics, and that was instilled in me a long time ago. You see, I spent close to 22 years in the National Football League. And that's I'm a very fortunate individual. Because for most guys that play in the National Football League, they only play 3 years. They only play 3 years. And you know how many players from the millions and millions and millions of players that play high school football, little league football, actually make it into the NFL? 1,800. And you know how many of the 1,800 actually make it onto a team from a drafted class? 500. So I'm glad somebody, when I was real young, your age, literally I was a freshman in high school, or a rising freshman, actually going to high school, sat me down and said, what is your plan for life? And you know what? I didn't know. I didn't know. So I had to lean on my parents to kind of help guide me. I had to lean on my teachers, and I got introduced to an engineering program in summer school and went to summer school every year when I was in high school to learn about engineering. And it opened my eyes to the opportunities there are for me in engineering. Not football, but engineering. Where all of my other friends were hanging out, playing games, doing what they want to do, and I'm complaining while I'm going to school. I'm complaining about how come I'm in the classroom and my friends are hanging out and having fun. But you know what? I stand before you today saying it was well worth it. You know why? Because I went to a great school called the University of Virginia, got a civil engineering degree, and now when I walk into a room, they not only see an NFL football player, but they see an individual who graduated from the University of Virginia with a civil engineering degree.
That's awesome.
So I'm on the same level. I'm not entitled because of this thing called the NFL, this shield. I'm entitled because I went to a great institution and I got a great degree. And all of you can be just like me. Everyone here can be just like me. That's the great thing about college. That's the great thing about getting an education, because we all can play on the same level. I'm not coming to you telling you you can be an NFL player. You can't. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. That's false dreams. It's nice to have dreams, but they're false dreams. And if we attain them, great. But the only way you attain dreams, the only way you get to your dream is to have goals, attainable goals. And once you reach that goal, you better have another goal. Because you know something? Life is competitive. Life is competitive. And there's always somebody next to you or behind you trying to get ahead. And so you can be that guy that's always trying to stay one step ahead of that guy behind you. Because in the game of football, the reason why I stayed in the league as long as I did, and Akeem played as long as he did, and Keith played as long as he did, is because we had to bust our tail to make sure no one would take our job. And that's what you have to do in the game of life. What are you going to do to stay ahead? What are you going to do to stay ahead of your friends and not to hang out on the street corner and not to do the things that they're doing right now? Because you know what? It may be hard now. It may be hard now. But 10 years from now, 22 years from now, you could be just like me. You could be working for a National Football League team in the front office. You could be just like me. You can do what I'm doing now, but you can't do what Hakeem is doing now. I can't guarantee you that. I can't guarantee you the life of the NFL. I can't guarantee you playing in Super Bowl 50. I can't guarantee you being the next Cam Newton. But I can guarantee you that you can be the next Keith Elias right now. You can be the next Charles Way right now. Because the only way you get to where we are is through hard work in the classroom. And if you think I'm lying, just walk downtown, because I've been here, and I can tell you, and I can walk down the street and see a number of individuals that wanted to take the easy road. You can just walk downtown. You can probably walk outside your house. I was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. inner city, and I knew there was a better life for me. All of you want a better life for yourselves and your kids. You got to figure that out. Your parents can't figure that out, and your teacher can't figure that out. So think about it right now, because I had a conversation with this man right now. And he can tell you the conversation we had. Twilight of his career. Career is ended. What's next? I'm telling you, I want you to think about it. When you go to college, when you're getting recruited, and when you have an opportunity to choose any school you want to go to, what are you going to look at to determine what school you go to? Is it just going to be about football? Or is it going to be about the academics and what are you going to do after football? So all of you are talented, but when you're making that critical decision, don't make it be about football.
Thank you, Charles. So,